15-22, and let's take a look at 15-21, and then your guys' problem, of course, it's a story problem, and so how it's stated and how you set it up then is going to become important. The actual calculations are no more difficult than what I have here in 1521, but just setting it up is going to be important. So for 21 anyhow, it says the following hypothesis is given. 40% of the observations are in category A, 40% are in B, and 20% are in C. And then H sub 1, the distribution of the observations is not as described in H sub O. So we take a sample of 60. Okay, so again, we get the percentages over here are given to us there in the hypothesis. And then these are the actual numbers, right? Okay. And so when you guys set yours up, if you look at 22, do this. Go to the about the last sentence or second to the last sentence. In his report to the mall management, can he say that the shoplifting is twice as likely to be the cause of the loss as compared with either employee theft or poor inventory control, and that employee theft and poor inventory control are equally likely? So what you have there then is your percentages is is shoplifting twice as likely as either of the others. It'd be like saying is C half as likely as either A or B, right? And are A and B equal? Okay, and so in your guys' case, you know, what's you're going to add up to 100%, so you know that. And so if it's twice as likely and the other two are equal, you should be able to figure out those percentages. I could tell you, but I think I'm going to let you guys try to figure that out. And then your actual data, you know, you put in here. In your guys' case, your total is is 100, and then you've got what 60, 30, and 10. Okay, so then the math is a little different than the one we did before, because obviously you have to figure out the percentages. So I've got 30, 20, and 10, and I get my total. Okay, but then I've got to base that on the percentages that are given out here to make that comparison. I'm really comparing the 30 to the 24, the 20 to the 24, and the 10 to the 12. Okay. And so how do I do that? Well, it's simply saying that this is equal to my 40% times my 60, and I'll hit my F4 for that, right? And then I can carry that down. Okay, and then I do the subtraction. This is my F sub E again. Then I do the subtraction. This is equal to just, this one minus this one. Ooh, where'd that go? Hate when that happens. Oh, right there. Gosh, sorry. There we go. Brain dead. Carry that down. Square those, right? Equal to this squared. And then I have to take and divide. Okay. In this case, I divide F by D. Okay. If you go back to, this is F sub E, and so we get the total squared, and then it's got to be divided by that. So this one here is simply equal to my column F here divided by my column D. And again, I can carry that down. Okay, I total that. Auto sum. And I get 2.5, and I compare that to my reject if x, and I didn't look at that. I should have looked at that, right? Because it says that I'm using at the 0.01, and I've got 3, category 3, so my degree of freedom is 2, and I've got 0.01. So I'm way down here, 0.01 degree of freedom, so 9.210 is what I have to use, right? 9.210, there we go. But I cannot reject, right? I cannot conclude that there is a significant difference in these numbers from these particular percentages, okay? And again, once you guys state it, the math should be pretty easy, but if you have some problems, you might want to ask about that if you can't get her. So there's 1522.